See me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty, 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 trying to catch me.
Hi girls and guys, it's Mr. Track here and we're on the right track. In today's video we're going to speak more about the new limited time mode Playground, which will be out on Fortnite Battle Royale tomorrow. But before we do that, if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell to get my videos as soon as they're published, and if you enjoy the video, please don't forget to drop a like. So before I give you my opinion and what the video title is all about, let's find out a bit more about the Playground limited time mode. So it will load you into a Battle Royale map with some adjusted settings. There will be an extended period of time to roam around the map. There will be increased resources. All treasure chests and ammo crates will be spawned. Friendly fire will be on. Instant respawns. There will be 4 friends available per match. There will be an increase of spawn for llamas, and it will not be tracking stats, and challenges will not count for obvious reasons. We will be seeing the respawn for the first time in Fortnite, which has never happened before. There will be no delay when a player dies and they respawn on the map. Now we don't actually know where people will respawn, whether you respawn in the same position you died or whether it will put you in a random location. That is something we don't know as such yet. I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow for obvious reasons. Friendly fire is on, and this is good, and this is very good. Now the reason I don't believe this whole thing should be a limited time mode is because of everything that can be done here. Now the core function of this, and it's something everyone's been waiting for, is going to be building. Now in my opinion, it would make obvious sense if you started with 999 material for everything. In fact, unlimited probably would be a good idea as well, in my opinion. For me, Playground is going to be where people go to hone their skills on this game, particularly with building. Now I know a lot of people are put off about this game because of the building, the essence of what it is. That is the core function and mechanic of the game. Now you may have watched my previous video where I said I didn't want them to nerf the building materials, and this is a hot topic in the Fortnite community where I disagreed with if they even thought about nerfing. And the reason they were going to do this was obvious. It's to cater for the newer player who hasn't invested that time or doesn't want to invest that time in actually getting better at Fortnite in terms of the building aspect. Now in terms of a learning curve, Fortnite has been the biggest learning curve in any game I've played, I believe. When I think about it, this is the game that I've spent the most hours on trying to hone my skills and still not accomplish exactly what I want. It's one of the only games I've ever played, and if you're with me on this, hit the like button, that I've consistently lost often and still haven't turned it off. I've just hit that restart button, let's go again. Fortnite has got people like that. I can't fathom how it works in my head, because normally if I lose, and like you put me on Call of Duty and I lose about 4 or 5 games in a row, off button, turn this off, man, I ain't playing this shit. But with Fortnite I just can't help but get back in and try and analyze what I've done wrong and try and rectify it in the next game. Now for new players, it's very daunting to know that you want to try and practice at something and there's no real place you can practice at stuff. The amount of times I've tried to do videos for you guys, like ramp rushing videos and stuff, I've gone to Wailing Woods or I've gone to Moisty Mire and I've ended up getting murdered on while I'm recording with my Elgato because some unsuspected enemy was there. It's really hard to practice building in this game, so this should have been here from the very get-go. From Fortnite was a thing, or from Fortnite's building got to the point where it was like, okay, this is relevant now. This should have been a thing. Whether it's going to be a limited time mode, I don't know. At the moment, yes it is. Whether it will be permanent like I wish it to be, I think Epic Games would make it a grave error if they didn't incorporate this as a permanent mechanic in the game. Not only can you mess around and have fights with your mates to test your gun skill because friendly fire is on, you can put each other in situations where you can practice, get better as a team. You can do squad games as a team, 2v2, you know, Friday Fortnite kind of rules, just to get better. But the building is what's going to be paramount here for me. Also, as a new player, you might not necessarily know where chests spawn, so the fact that every chest, every ammo crate is already going to be spawned on the map, you can take a mental note of everywhere you go on that map, build up a place where you're familiar with, build up a favorite place to land, and just know where you need to be looking for stuff to give you that advantage that a lot of players have already got in the game because they've been playing it for such a long time. I'll be honest, when I first played Fortnite, you all know, I've said it so many times, I was against the game because it looked cartoony, blah blah blah. I was a Call of Duty proper fanboy, refused to play the game. My cousin got me on the game, and I got absolutely murdered. I was the noobest of noobs, and this is a guy that's been playing shooters his whole life since I could hold a controller basically, and I was getting destroyed. But it was the building aspect of the game that I started to look, and I was like, why has he done that to my cousin? And he was like, he's building to protect himself. And that concept straight away just registered with me, and I wanted to get better at it, but I didn't really have anywhere to get better at it. Again, I went to Whaley Woods, chopped as many trees down as I could, tried to build, you know, your 1x1s and go up 3 tiers just to get used to that muscle memory. This is an absolute opportunity for you to do that and get so much better at the game. So I'm hoping in terms of this, they won't nerf the building, and this is a compromise for everyone because it gives people the opportunity to practice without the worry of ruining stats. Some people are stats crazy, and if they know they've got to get better at a game and sacrifice their stats at the same time, they just won't play it. So I feel like Playground will entice a lot more players to come and play this particular game. It's something that's definitely needed. It's something that should have been here a long time ago, and for me it's something that should never leave this game now. There's going to be so much opportunity on top of everything I've said to do some crazy little clips and little movies without the disturbance of knowing that you're in a battle royale with 100 other people, and well, 99 to be fair if you're playing solos, and you're going to get people intruding on your space while you're trying to do something. It's frustrating, believe me, as a YouTuber, the amount of times I've tried to record stuff and I can't record stuff because you're in the middle of the fight. There's no getting away from it. So this will give you a great chance to get used to weapons, get used to the Bloom on ARs, get better with sniper rifles just against your mates. It doesn't record stats. You can have little mini games between yourselves, literally for 1v1, whatever you want to do. It's a really good look, and I'm quite surprised it's took Epic Games so long to actually incorporate this into the game. It's going to be interesting seeing the respawn system. I really want to know where you respawn on the map, whether you respawn where you die or not. Hopefully if you are playing as a 4, it doesn't respawn you across the other side of the map. I'm getting the impression that there's going to be no storm here. Whether it's going to be the entirety of the map or whether it's going to be something similar to where the bus island is, where we take off to play, I'm not 100% sure. There's not really been any clarification on that as yet, but we will find out tomorrow. As we know, tomorrow will be the regular weekly update, and this is where things will be getting very interesting. The fact that the World Cup's coming up, people need to practice their building. That is one core aspect of the game you have to get better at. There's 2 things that you need to be good at if you want to be a good player on Fortnite Battle Royale. Building is the most obvious, and you have to master shotguns. You master these 2 and you will be a very competent player, to say the least. So let me know down in the comment section, what do you feel about this Playground limited time mode? Do you feel it should be permanent? Do you think it's a good incorporation into the game? I definitely think it's something, as I said before, should have been released with Fortnite Battle Royale. It's a brilliant idea, and I think it's going to have a lot of fans. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but a like and subscribe button, I hope they tickle your fancy, and as always guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.